being consumer focused and bringing this back around to the guests that are not here or other states and stuff. You know what? If you decide to take your car to a certified or authorized, manufacturer certified or authorized place, interview the team and just say, hey, what does it take to be authorized or certified in my repairs? Let them walk you through the process and maybe have them walk you through the shop and take a look at what's going on. And if you get a knot in your belly at some point, at any point,
listen to your gut. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Airing of Grievances, and welcome to all our new friends who have come as a result of your article in Auto Body News. Congratulations.
Stacy Phillips did a great job.
Absolutely.
I love talking with her. She's just as sweet as could be, and we just have a lot of fun. We see each other all the time at all the conventions and all the rest of that, so it was...
you bet.
It was a fun time chit-chatting.
Well done. I'm Eric Reamer, that's Robert Grieve. And if you're a first-timer here, the only thing that we really ask of you, if you wouldn't mind, is to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. If you do that, YouTube actually says, oh, this is relevant information for other people, and it shares it out with other people. And that's exactly the purpose of the Airing of Grievances series. And can you believe it? We're closing in on 100. We're at 93.
Wow.
Which
I remember when I wasn't going to do one.
That was a lot of years.
Yeah.
All right, and if you're one of our regular attendees and families, thank you so very much. We appreciate you for joining us. And as always, you can comment in the comment section below, or if you're watching during the very first airing, which happens on Saturday mornings at 9:30 a.m. here in the Mountain Time Zone, you can actually chat with us live. And certainly this week, you can certainly chat with him. I'm going to do my best to be available for chat as well. I'm doing a little dental work this afternoon.
All right, you'll be fine.
I'm not thinking...
You'll be fine.
I'm not liking the whole idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Rob.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you.
My dear friends, happy Saturday. Thanks for tuning in.
You just had... what do we call it? Is the proper term an audit?
Yep. The proper word is an audit.
Okay.
It's kind of feels more like what you're going to go through with your teeth.
Let's hope not. Okay, so let's back it up a little bit. We are here at Nylund's Collision Center, a Lexus Authorized Collision Center.
Yep, LACC.
What does that mean?
Well, it's they've given us their stamp of approval as the place that they feel comfortable sending Lexus guests to get their cars repaired. And we've talked over the last couple of videos about not all shops are created equal. Well, when it comes to OEM certification programs, they're not all created equal either. They have different things that are important to them when an auditor comes in.
Okay.
Some audits, like the Lexus audit, take many hours.
Yeah.
While he's here, and then other audits don't take quite as much, and they're looking for availability of tools and. But this audit is a very thorough...
It's deep.
Yeah, it's a very, very thorough audit. It gives us time to, spend with him while he's doing the audit. We pick up things and learn new things and hear what's coming down the pike. And,
okay.
And likewise, we share our best practices, which he noted in... his report, that he's bringing some of those back to Lexus to see if they can maybe get something similar to that implemented. So yeah,
that's amazing.
We've got some good stuff going on here, and he writes in his closing comments the way I feel. And he says, after spending a day with you, I am re-energized, knowing it is possible with all the right leadership and direction. Thank you. I feel the same way.
About spending
After
the day with him.
Spending the day with him.
Yeah.
It's re-energizing for all of us.
We just posted a new article on our website, and I'll put the link to it down in the description box below, that talks about the Lexus covenant. And the Lexus covenant, if you've never read it, it's listed in that article, is really significant. But I raised the issue because, frankly, your vision and Lexus's vision, though created independently,
are very well aligned.
Very well aligned.
Very, very well aligned. And it's exciting. I mean, we did a little extra preparation, to make sure it was going to go good. Double checking, crossing T's, dotting I's, and
anybody who knows Rob by in person knows that a little extra preparation is from the Department of Redundancy Department. We make sure that everything is done and ready.
Yeah. And that's not always the case for any of these auditors. I know several auditors from several of the manufacturers.
Yeah.
And many times they go in and the shop is not prepared for that audit. And that kind of says something not only to the auditor, but it should say something to you as the consumer. Not that you would know that.
You wouldn't know that, but you can see patterns.
If they're ready for you.
Yeah.
Because we go through great lengths to make sure that our guests know that we are ready to serve them when they get here, and and that just keeps building on it all the way to the end when we hand you your keys.
Sure.
But it was a long day yesterday, and it takes a lot. They come in, they audit files on cars that have been delivered. They audit files on cars that are in process, and then they audit the cars themselves, the repairs. They look to make sure that we're not using any aftermarket parts, and that there's no aftermarket parts or used quarter panels or ugly stuff laying around the shop, which we haven't had in decades. So
yeah, that we got a thumbs up on that one.
Yeah. So it was fun to, at the end of the day, get the news that we're past. There's nothing left to do. You get 100%, and where shops that aren't prepared, they get a list of stuff they have to do after the audit, and then they have to prove that they did it, and it's a mess.
So you and this man's humility is legendary, folks. But can't help but share this with you because it builds confidence and educates you along the same way. We passed, yes. You didn't skip. You glazed over. We got 100%.
Yeah.
And that says a whole lot.
Especially if you look at all the material and all the cars that they're looking through. And all the processes, written processes, and
the thing that really strikes me about this whole thing, Rob, and I've used this phrase as we were preparing for this video, and I'll use it here. It goes to the core, right? It goes to the absolute core of the vision and execution of that vision. And yes, we're talking in first person because we went through this week. Mm-hmm. But even more so, if those things are missing, if those elements, if you have a list of things that you have to address and then come back to. I used to operate restaurants, and inevitably we would get an audit, and somebody would come in and they would make a list, and I never got 100%. And I ran a good restaurant, folks. But it goes to say, if you feel like you can have the confidence walking into someplace knowing they're going to handle all the details. That's it. The devil's in the details.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. We've said that before. I've done a couple of presentations entitled that.
And it really is that attention to detail. I mentioned when a guest walks in our front door, whether they've called us or not, and we do a visual inspection of their vehicle. that guest never, ever, no guest ever receives a clipboard
Oh, hell
for
no.
them to write their name and their vehicle license plate and their make and model and their VIN.
This is not a doctor's office where they hand you the clipboard when you walk in and fill out 7 pages and sign your life away. No.
It has never
We
been
do
like
that for you.
It's our job.
Yeah. We never ask you to fill out anything. You got to sign your, the paperwork in order to,
Sure.
do the repairs.
A signature
but
is one thing. Filling out
signatures
form after
and-
form after form is unthought
we
of.
do that. We do that. But, again, being consumer focused and bringing this back around to the guests that are not here or, other states and stuff. You know what? If you decide to take your car to a certified or authorized, manufacturer certified or authorized place, interview the team and just say, hey, what does it take to be authorized or certified in my repairs? Let them walk you through the process and maybe have them walk you through the shop and take a look at what's going on. And if you get a knot in your belly at some point, at any point,
Listen to your gut.
yeah, maybe need to do a little more research. This is something I take very, very seriously, which I
Obviously.
take everything very seriously when it comes to fixing cars. But
Sure.
not everybody does. Not everybody does, and I'm so proud of our team because this audit looks at every friggin' corner of the building, every single employee. They talk to them, they interview them, and are you doing this? So I could say we're doing it all day long, but if the rest of the team isn't, then
He came up and walked past me and greeted me with familiarity.
Yep.
So
Yep. I highly recommend the going to the shop that's got some certifications. They've had to put more effort into it than a shop that doesn't.
yes,
And I would ask them about that. They should be proud about it. They should be able to tell you about it, and it should be a good experience.
yeah.
And-
Don't
and-
stop at just seeing the certification on the wall. Actually engage them to see if they're prepared and able.
You want to get a sense that it isn't just another plaque on the wall.
Yeah.
And if you could pop that vid up there again, that we've done it. It's a very important vid about choosing the right shop and the certification process and the differences between shops and OEMs and all the rest of that. But it's been a long week. I'm tired.
I'll bet.
But at the same time, I'm recharged, and it was great to spend some time with somebody from outside of doing this day in and day out.
Yeah.
And I think consumers need to understand that there's a lot that goes into this, especially if you're picking the right place to get it done. They should be able to speak to you in details.
Absolutely.
And
If you
and
feel
give
like
you
you're
confidence.
if you feel like you're being moved through quickly, rushed to get to the next thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, that's it for me.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week, and happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday to you. Have a blessed week, and make it a good one.